Okay, so we are here with the DJI FPV digital system with the radio, the air unit on board, the geyser, Cine-Geyser, and we are gonna go do a comparison with the 1080-60 linear framing on a GoPro Hero 7, no stabilization, with the air unit. So we're gonna go ahead and we're hopefully filming this both on the air unit and on the Hero, and we're gonna try to give you a similar perspective. Let's double check. Yep, we've got it. We're recording. You should be hearing me and everything. Oh, I do have battery voltage. Ah, nice. I've got, oh dude, that is awesome. And I think there's a directionality arrow. I did not notice. Okay, wow, this is awesome. We have flown this, by the way. We just haven't flown it that much. So here we go.
Okay, before we get going, can I just mention the microphone on the air unit is amazing. It only picks up sound when it gets to a certain octave. It's sick. So back to the action, here we go. Behind the goggles, which is in the front or the small view, you have the actual onboard air unit DVR. So right now you'll see there's really no difference too much between what you're seeing in the goggles versus what you're seeing on the air unit. It was actually able to be framed up and matched pretty precisely and pretty easily, better than I've ever been able to. Here you're going to start seeing there's really no degradation, there's no signal loss, there's nothing. This is all on 25 milliwatts, and now we're in the GoPro view. So GoPro 1080 60 FPS, here we go, and there we go, jumping back to the DVR onboard with the GoPro in the middle. So right there you see the switches, and they are right on point. We're back into just seeing the goggles. So here in the goggles you'll see a little bit of degradation in the middle of the screen here and there. I'm not in focus mode because I want to make sure that I kind of get a full picture of what's going on. Here we go, degradation. Again, in between the trees, lots of penetration, 25 milliwatts at like about 150, 180 feet here. You definitely see some penetration, some degradation, and that's what you would expect in any system. On analog here at this same park, other people that fly this area will tell you 25 milliwatts from where I'm standing, we would not have gotten really that far very easily, even with the best antennas and the best VTXs set up. So again, so far no drops, no nothing. Latency was dipping around to 50 milliseconds at the far end. Latency was sticking around that 20 to 30 range. So that's kind of where we were up until this point. Now, the last thing we did was we definitely wanted to give it a nice little run out to 200, 250 feet, maybe further. We're not 100% sure on the exact distance. But right here, you're going to see I'm facing the distance that I'm going to go. And we're going to take off in the goggle view. And we're going to go straight at kind of a bunch of trees and go through the trees. So we're now getting penetration on the other side of the trees, and this is where we start getting the real big artifacts. We started really getting some latency, almost like a crossfire lockout, where you still have control, but you kind of feel like a stutter in the controls. It was really interesting to kind of have that same experience and honestly still have the confidence to be able to turn it around and get it back. So at the end here, we were just kind of rolling around, doing some stuff, kind of testing again latency at close range, all of this in the goggle DVR. So this is again not onboard, but goggle DVR that's showing the actual breakup. We're not really seeing anything until we get into the trees, and then you'll see a little bit of, digitization, a little pixelation, but again, it just is a little bit of a warning sign. It's not, oh my goodness, I felt like I'm about to lose link. I'd say I was still in the 28 to 26 range on the milliseconds around the latency. So we're going to finish it up, let you enjoy the last bit of the ride. It was awesome. The last bit's going to be in the goggles, and then I'll wrap up with a little bit on the site, right after the flight.
Oh my, oh my, oh my goodness. So a couple of quick notes. Oh my God, those are burning hot. It's like 110 degrees out here in Austin. The wind's blowing a little bit at times. It's a bit breezy. More so, this thing is not tuned at all. It's literally got 4.05 on a ducted build that, quite frankly, I run 357 on for a reason. 4.0 is just difficult to tune for a ducted build right now. That being said, oh, you could totally feel it. I can't wait to show the DVR of this, but you could totally feel the latency going up and down, and you can see it. It's in your screen. A couple other things. Voltage is there for my battery. Got it. It works. I even saw it literally dropping steadily. It started turning red, which was amazing. Oh man, all kinds of stuff. I don't even know what to say. That was awesome. I didn't crash it. I could feel the latency. I could feel at times that I was like, oh, it's like a lockout almost, like on Crossfire. It's awesome. I cannot wait to do the DVR review of this and show what I really want to talk about, which is the new feeling that quad pilots are just going to have to adapt to. And it's no different than the adaptation of us to flying quads to begin with. So that was awesome. Can't wait to see the video.